where is my keyboard? Delivery attempted. I was home all day. Bro, Blinkit delivered my phone in 10 minutes. Why does this take 5 days?
You make a decision to buy something. You click buy now. Somebody picks up your product. It gets picked up. It goes through multiple service providers, multiple hubs, multiple states, multiple warehouses, multiple delivery agents before finally coming to the final delivery agent who then calls you up and you're in the shower. And what happens then? Customers unavailable. Must be really frustrating. Well, today we're going to follow one package all the way from when you place an order to how it reaches you and all the obstacles that are in place when that happens. It's truly marvelous of what we've been able to achieve over the last decade in India. And this is an educational video. It tells you on how e-commerce companies such as ours actually work with other larger players, delivery providers, warehousing providers, and make magic happen. And the issues that come through this and what sort of solutions have we thought of. Quickcommerce has completely reset our expectations. Well, if a trimmer or a charger or even your protein powder can take like 5 to 10 minutes to deliver, why the hell should you wait more than a day for your keyboard or your monitor? Doesn't make sense, right? See, the thing is, your charger, your cables, your protein powder, with all the quick commerce companies, it's actually sitting in a dark store which is just 2 kilometers away. Now compare that to a keyboard of ours or a monitor of ours. Most of these are sitting in warehouses which are miles and miles away from your place. They're sitting on the outskirts of the town, and some of these are very, very remote areas which have to go through multiple warehouses and sorting centers to actually reach your place. And this takes a lot of time. Essentially, quick commerce, it's basically a neighborhood relay, whereas e-commerce, it's a nationwide obstacle course. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. It's cool what we've been able to establish with quick commerce, and the fact that we're able to do it and one of the only countries to be able to do it properly, whereas other countries have started shutting down their services in quick commerce. So it's insane that we've been able to establish this feat. Let's say you order the keyboard at 7 p.m. Okay, what happens next? Picker and packer receives the order, picks the right place to get the product out of, scans it, checks the label, QCs the product, packages it, puts a bubble wrap, puts a sticker, and then assigns a delivery partner, and then hands it over to the delivery partner. Now here's actually where the first delay might happen. Basically, courier partners have a cutoff time for pickup. A lot of them might have a cutoff time of say 5 p.m. So even though you ordered a product at 7 p.m, there's a high chance that it might not get picked up, primarily because the pickups actually happened at 5 p.m. on that same day. And your 7 p.m. order might get shifted to the next day from a pickup standpoint. Also, here's the thing. Updates such as courier assigned, shipping label created, order picked or packed, these don't mean that your order has actually been shipped out. Sometimes a courier partner would just write shipped, whereas it's actually just at the stage where a shipping label is created. So they're not all the same. What do we try to do over here? Essentially, we try our best to ensure that, your orders, even if they get placed by 6 p.m, we're able to ship it the same day. How? Well, we work with multiple delivery providers in this case, and that's how we try doing it. The journey usually looks like this. The courier partner picks it up from our warehouse, then it goes to one local sorting hub. From there, another driver picks it up, goes to another state, and that state it delivers to one warehouse over there. From that warehouse, it goes to one more sorting hub. From that sorting hub, it goes to another hub, which then goes to a final hub. And from the final hub, a delivery agent picks it up. And then that delivery agent goes in that small tempo or a bike or something or the other to actually deliver it to you. See, most of this is automated or tightly organized. But India is shipping millions of orders daily, and there's bound to be some errors. Now say that the label gets scratched, someone's unable to scan it, or it gets torn off completely. The weather was really bad close to the warehouse, or while transferring, the label wasn't stuck properly. It gets damaged. What happens then? Well, the bag might get loaded onto the wrong truck because the scanning might not happen correctly. Or what happens at times, a parcel might just load onto the right truck, but the scanning didn't happen. So to a user, it might look like it's not moved at all. But in reality, it's actually moving towards you. India handles an estimated 4.8 to 5.5 billion deliveries per annum. That's almost close to 13 to 14 million per day. That's an insane scale, right? India Post operates nearly 165,000 post offices, 90% of which are mostly in rural areas. And these packages, well, they travel in a country which has more than 63 lakh kilometers of roads strewn across mountains, deserts, gullies, single roads, double roads. Yup, it has everything. And let's not forget about the transportation that's used. So the system uses large trucks for intercity movement, smaller trucks for intra-city movement. You use three-wheelers, you use two-wheelers, you also use bikes and EV bikes now. Apart from this, we also have our airlines, basically cargo freight, and railways for intercity travel as well. So everything is being utilized right now from a transportation standpoint. India has a handful of cargo freight planes which exist. Most of the cargo actually travels through standard airlines. That's why India actually relies a lot more on just road-based e-commerce and delivery. So if someone can move a 300 rupee mousepad all the way from Bangalore to a random pin code, well, we need to give them their due. It's an insane feat that we're still able to make that happen, that something so small and something so cheap can be delivered anywhere in India. In fact, anywhere in the world. We didn't even cover international shipping. Well, that's also covered in India now. Companies such as Shadowfax, Delivery, Blue Dart, BTDC, Amazon Shipping, eCart, all of these folks have actually set up the groundwork for such a vast and amazing e-commerce network. India has one particularly structural problem. Well, everyone wants it. Cash on delivery, right? You order something on COD and guess what? You don't like it and it's very easy to return or just reject the parcel at your doorstep. A prepaid return happens when someone actually received the product and decides not to keep it. An RTO, which is basically return to origin. Well, customer orders it, it starts shipping, and before it even reaches you, you decide to cancel it. This is one particularly large problem in India. And guess what? Electronics and even fashion have a very, very high RTO rate. And guess what, guys? We get charged for it. Yes, the delivery providers obviously are not going to do this for free. Of course, because it's left our warehouse. There's fuel, there's labor, there's a lot of things involved. We end up getting charged for it. So what do we do over here? Our team calls, tries to figure out why you've changed your mind. Now say that you change your mind when it actually reaches you and you've tested the product out. Even then, we try to call up a user and find out why did they change their mind? Did the product not live up to its expectations? Even then, we ask them to try it for like 7 days, and if in those 7 days they don't like it, of course, we take back the return. A delivery agent may carry a dozen shipments through traffic, through bad roads. This includes apartment security, offices, incorrect PIN, the fact that you pick up your phone when someone actually calls up at that time, and your availability. A delivery can fail because the customer is unreachable. OTP, well, you're not receiving it. The PIN entered is incorrect. The customer itself doesn't answer. The phone number entered is wrong. The locality and PIN codes don't match. The security refuses you to deliver the product. Nobody's home. Or simply, there was some error in actually delivering it, or your product didn't just come through. Too bad. A lot of forums do suggest that fake attempts do happen. Yeah, a delivery rider might mark customer unavailable without actually attempting to deliver. Yep, we know it's unacceptable, but we've heard this from a lot of customers that this happens. Whether this is deliberate or not, we don't know. But knowing our delivery partners, I'm sure that there's no ill-informed decision involved over here. Yeah, but guess what? When this might actually happen, the customer only sees one particular notification. Customer unavailable. I got told that this is not possible. In these instances, we get in touch with the delivery partner and try our best to actually get the product still delivered. Now, add floods, landslides, cyclones, road closures. The list goes on. This also includes festivals. Roughly 40 million hectares of India is considered flood prone. One extreme weather condition can disrupt highways, roads, and multiple other factors. No courier partner at that point is essentially able to deliver any goods whatsoever. And what happens then? Package might say lost, but it's actually not vanished. It's just stuck in limbo at that point. In this instance, if we do get a notification, we make it very easy for a customer. We just ship a new product out, depending on how much a customer can wait. Now, the OTP, right? Well, basically the delivery OTP is your digital signature. It proves that someone with access to the registered phone actually accepted the package. It's basically to prevent any delivery fraud. And for an eligible open box delivery, which happens a lot nowadays, you must ensure that you open the box, check the contents on it, and only then give an OTP based on that. Don't just blindly give something without knowing what's in the box. Now, what should actually improve? The brand may not be the one driving the truck, but it actually owns the customer experience. At Kreo, we have a lot of planned solutions. One of the highest impact solutions that we're working on is just distributed warehousing, which is not sticking to one warehouse in one location, but actually working on multiple multiple warehouses in multiple locations. This ensures that, we are able to keep stock in various warehouses and they're able to reach you faster based on your location, because we do smart sorting based on where your pin codes are and match it to where our warehouse is. And the nearest warehouse actually ships out the product. Second is intelligent courier allocation. We already work with various courier partners and these get intelligently allocated based on what sectors work well, what cities work well, what corridors work well. That's something which we're working on and we have already made some progress over here. Third is faster failed delivery intervention. Well, we intend to work with delivery partners to, work faster towards ensuring that if a failed delivery happens on the first day, it definitely gets delivered on the next day. And if it's not being able to deliver, we ourselves will try to contact you to ensure that you're available and you being available to pick up an unknown number at a certain time. All right, the fourth one, and this is just something which is important, is just over communication. All the way from text, email, phone, if something's getting delayed, for us to just let you know a bit earlier, a tad bit earlier that, this might get delayed, hang in tight, and there might be a goodie or two for you if that happens. Apart from this, we're working with our delivery partners to try same-day deliveries, to try 24-hour deliveries, to try quicker deliveries, to try open box deliveries. Hopefully the experience gets better over the next few months. Apart from this, we're also making the warranty experience a lot better so that whoever is actually having a warranty issue can track their claims and warranty process a lot smoother now. And at an industry level, a few changes can make the entire experience much more meaningfully better. India's DigiPin system might actually work better than pin code versus actual address and make it much more precise for someone to be able to locate your location. Instead of repeatedly attempting an empty house, having a secure neighborhood parcel location or allocator could help delivery providers, making it much easier and simpler for any person to actually go to these locations and pick it up versus going to warehouses which are much further away. We've seen this work out in other countries as well. Evidence-based delivery attempts. Yes, for customer unavailable sort of queries, ensuring that there is actually digital signatures and timestamp proof that tells, and call attempts, call records, which tells you if you were actually unavailable at that time. That would be good to share. Dynamic delivery estimates. Now, although we do give this information, but from our side and from the industry side, it would be better to make this a lot more dynamic and accurate when it comes to actually telling a user on how much time it might take to deliver. India's logistics system does not need to be rebuilt from zero. It just needs better coordination to make it even tighter. And I'm sure we'll get there. So, when your package is delayed, yes, you are allowed to be annoyed. You paid for it. You were promised an actual date. You deserve an actual explanation. But behind one tracking number are warehouses, support staff, planes, trains, vehicles, bikes, you name it. You have everything in between. Of course, the courier, the warehouse should own the experience. Of course, the brand should own the experience and everything involved when it comes to facing the user. Courier partner, the warehouse are the ones that are responsible for the execution. And the customer should ideally pick up the phone. Yes, I'm available. No, please don't mark me undelivered. I'm available right now. Come take the OTP right now. Come. I'm literally making a video about this. Just attempt the delivery, man. Don't say customer undelivered.